Hey there, what is going on? Welcome on back to the deeper dive. It is your host Luke, and today we are going to talk about Velo and Lightnet, and I've been trying to keep you guys updated every other day on what is going on in the community, as well as some things that I find or thoughts that I have. If you are new here, please do check out some of my other videos and drop a subscribe, as I have been posting content on Velo Labs for roughly 6 months now, and it seems like they are lined up to be one of the biggest players in DeFi as a whole. What I am looking at right now is Velo Labs' sister company, Lightnet, and you can see that Lightnet is very big. They're in over 120 territories, as they say, 47,000 cash payout locations, and this is all done through Velo. They also have some really big investors, and what I would like to specifically mention right now is 7bank, which 7bank, if you don't know anything about 7bank, they own a ton of 7-Elevens, and as well, they run this large ATM network. We can see that 7bank has a market cap of over $2 billion. And what I wanted to focus on specifically with 7bank is that we can see how they're known for their 24/7 ATMs. So why would they invest in Lightnet and Velo? Well, those ATMs before blockchain will not have instant settlement, but we could see settlement on these sort of ATMs and many different banks change as a whole. Things are going to become instantaneous and move just as fast as a text message would. Specifically, even with ATMs, there's lots of pre-funding that goes into banking, where banks have to have money there sitting as pre-funded capital in case someone wants to withdraw money. So in the event that banks and financial institutions integrate with blockchain, then they can have this instant settlement and remove the need for pre-funding, as well as save tons of money in other areas. So for example, 27,000 ATMs available 24/7 are going to benefit a lot from instant settlement, and that's not only with withdrawals but deposits as well. Lightnet and Velo Labs also have a main backer, CP Group. And if you don't know anything about CP Group, this latest article is for you. The family has been ranked as the second richest family in Asia, and they have amassed, as they say, over 42.6 billion in their business. And if I'm not mistaken, in Southeast Asia specifically, they are the richest family. So for them to be targeting this region, and they already have so many pre-existing resources within the region, I think that they are going to have a lot of real-world implementation and adoption. For those of you who have been staying updated with the videos, you know that I've been talking lots about the financial hub bill, which is more than likely going to be passed in March, and this is very peculiar timing. It's right before Q2, and in Q2 we have the Bank of Thailand announcing who's receiving a virtual banking license, as well as the Thai bot handout, which includes the integration for banks to an open loop system, as they call it. Why does this matter? Lightnet is an applicant for the virtual bank license, and of course they use Velo and Velo's federated credit exchange. Velo also has very strong ties to the Thai bot handout, which I've covered extensively. And this bill that hopefully will be passed in March is going to set up a one-stop service for licensing and regulations. And what are the odds that it's about to get passed right before these two events, the virtual bank license and the Thai bot handout? I think that the fact that the bill is just now getting pushed very heavily right before the handout and that virtual bank license is not a coincidence. It seems like the bill likely needed to be pushed because there is going to be the use of digital assets within the virtual bank license and the Thai bot handout. Let me know what you guys think about this down below. And as I say, Velo has a big network. We have Visa, BUIDL, CP Group, Lightnet, Amina, SDF, UOB, 7bank, and the list goes on. So I really do think that these have too many ties to be a coincidence. Like I said, let me know what you think down below. If the Thai bot handout does run on Velo, we are potentially looking at a $4 billion injection to the system. So be on the lookout for any news regarding the Thai bot handout. Chartner TA on X shared this, saying, "Is this some Velo confluence?" Beam has spoke heavily in the AMAs and interviews talking about serving the underserved in terms of the unbanked, and this has been Velo and Lightnet's key mission from the beginning. And look at the explanation for these virtual banks that the Bank of Thailand gives. They say that it will improve financial access, especially for the underserved and unserved, and improve the overall customer experience. And we know that Lightnet has done work with the Bank of Thailand, so I feel like they're very in the know what is going on at Lightnet, and maybe even that they're going to be one of the companies that receives a virtual bank license. I do think that it makes a lot of sense, especially considering, as I said, Velo and Lightnet have done work with the Bank of Thailand, and the Bank of Thailand even regulated a project that Lightnet worked on with Siam Commercial Bank and Fireblocks that has now been approved. So considering that, I think it's very likely that we see Lightnet be approved for the virtual banking license. Looking at the Binance account for Velo, they are currently holding 448 million Velo, currently worth $8.492 million, and they have continued to stack throughout this dip. This is not financial advice, but DCA is king. These prices are very cheap, especially for the long term. If you have conviction, I think that these are ranges that you should be looking to add to your position, especially if you're newer to this market. One final update: the Velo site is currently down, but there's nothing to worry about. As Chartner shared, the team is working on the website and it'll be back up soon, so do not worry. Velo and Lightnet are doing very big things, working with very big companies, already processing a bunch of money, so I truly do believe that they are here to stay for the long run. Let me know what you guys think down below. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to keep bringing this content for you guys. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.